What's up?
You turn my head around right a little bit. You know what I'm saying? It was all crooked. I was doing something before she unposted that. But what's up, YouTube family? How you guys doing? I hope you guys had an awesome
beautiful
day. Yeah, we finna get into some what? Black woman, shocks, white, who?
Liberal.
Yeah.
She defends Trump.
Oh, she do? Okay, okay.
She defends Trump and says Democrats are the real racists. Now, YouTube, we had a bit of a rough start today because our power went out. We had like a bad thunderstorm.
And she didn't pay like bill, that's all it was.
Whatever. Boy. But yeah.
I told her about that boy stuff. Boy played on Tarzan. Right? Okay. All right, let's go ahead.
So we waited. I got a message from Comcast saying that the power was out, and they're in blah 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 and all the things. So it finally came on, and I was like, okay, yes, we got a chance to get our videos in tonight. I saw this one, and I was like, okay, I haven't watched any of it, so this is us watching it together for the first time.
Okay.
So black woman shocks white liberal defends Trump and says Democrats are the real racists. Now, I remember when we told some friends of ours that we voted for Trump that year when he first ran, and I tell you what, that was almost a friendship breaking conversation.
You can literally hear the sound of Damien.
Why? And it was just crazy. So I'm not. Yeah, I just don't know. Like, why do you think that black people, black women, black men should not have voted for Trump? I don't get it.
I'm ready to hear what she got.
You ready to hear what she got to say? Okay.
Yes.
I would be in the same position you're in, so I'm not even mad at you. I'm feeling like fake news. This is the thing. I know people don't like Trump. I understand that. But let me tell you something. If I had to pick between him and Joe Biden, I'm not voting for Joe Biden. You want to see a bunch of black people go to jail by the next 4 years? Put Joe Biden right. Watch what happens. You want to see black men get killed substantially? Like you've never seen before? Put Joe Biden in and watch what happens. These Democrats, and I'm sorry to say this, I'm not trying to be racist, but they hate black people. These are the same people who have fought to kick slavery in. These are the same people who built the KKK. These are the same people who hated us from the beginning. The Republican Party is the party of the blacks. The Republican Party is the only party that the black people actually assisted in finding. But all of that history has been torn away. People say, oh, there was this big switch. There was never a big switch. The Union won because we had grown in the industrial era. So we were able to get trains and get supplies back to our soldiers while the Confederates were still riding horses. They were not able to get the supplies back fast enough, right? So what happened was once slavery was abolished in the South, the people in the South could no longer make their money from slaves. They had to move to the North to work in the industry to produce. And so the people in the North that already had established themselves in the industry moved to the South. And so that's where it was a transfer of people coming from the South to the North and people coming from the North to the South. There was never a big switch. So the same Democrats who hated black people from the beginning are the same ones who hate us now. And they use our cause. How did Black Lives Matter turn into something about LGBTQ? When blacks really don't support that. We're conservative. We're really not about that. Not only that, we don't support abortion.
It's about families.
This is the black culture. We ain't even about that. Not only that, we're not about feminism. No, we're not. Black women marry their husbands and respect their husbands. That's what we on. We're not on it. Oh, I do what I want. We don't do that. That's not our community. You would understand. I know you understand what I'm saying. We don't do that. But yet these people are hijacking our movement. The Democratic Party, they're trying to hijack us. No. You want the benefit of Christ, but you don't want Christ. You gotta accept Christ and all of his benefits, not just his benefits without him. There's no Allah, there's no Muhammad, there's no Buddha, there's Jesus. He's the one who died, he's the one who has peace in heaven. If you want to get into heaven, and if you want to walk and live on earth as it is in heaven, you have to accept Jesus Christ. He is the only way. Other than that, you will be chasing your tail. You will be chasing your tail.
I just got one question. I heard you say Jesus is the one and only way, right? Or the solution. I want to pause you. Okay, so when is the answer? How long y'all been waiting on Jesus?
Read with you, my guys. Only Jesus, my people. Only Jesus. Black Lives Matter sounds cute, but Black Lives Matter can't save you. Only Jesus.
Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter didn't go on the cross for you. Black Lives Matter didn't die for you. Black Lives Matter can't grant you into the kingdom of God. Black Lives Matter can't do it, but Jesus can
Let us get it twisted. Jesus. Jesus.
Wow.
So he wanted to know if they were here for the only the black people who were killed by cops. Is that what he was saying?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But again, still missed the whole thing about black on black crimes.
Mm-hmm.
And what gets me is when this year graduation, high school graduations occurred. I just really prayed that no young black men got killed
At the graduation.
yes. After the graduation, and lo and behold, right at the end of our school year, a friend of mine, she was like, "Did you see the news or whatever about the young boy got killed right after his graduation?"
Yeah, two people.
I think it was like
that.
two.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Are you serious?"
And because last year, a friend of mine's cousin got killed at the graduation, and then they came to the burial and shot another guy there. You know,
but we're not concerned about that. So you got this young man who's they say he was a good student, good man, good young man, but he gets killed.
I think he had
picking up a cousin.
Football scholarship too, right?
Yeah, he had a football scholarship.
Yeah.
They had a picture over on one side of town, but it just still irks me how, of course, Black Lives Matter wasn't around for that. Probably never will come around for that. But again, our black men and women, white men and women, can't make it to graduation or can't make it into their life after graduation. Yeah. And it was also sad is that these two young men that did die, from my understanding, I think it was two, probably was more. It may have been more than that in your community, I'm not sure. But in our community, we had two. And it's just sad that the only thing that this young man was worried about is when a cop kills another black person. I mean, not to say that their lives are not more important, but it's just the fact that we forget that you have these children in gangs and feel it's okay to kill somebody else of the same race because they stepped on their white shoes.
3 weeks ago, I think a month ago, they had a young lady that got shot at the gas station off, I think it was off Murder Avenue, and they shot the car 60 times, man. You know, I mean,
and then a mother got killed not too long after that. Like, why?
I always say you have to start at your own home. You have to start in your own community. You know what I'm saying? You know, we're killing each other up. You know, for what? Gang-related crimes and arguing about turf. This is my turf. This
you don't own
turf.
that.
Or you know, back in the days, we used to scrap it up. We used to, you know, lay your hand, call it, give me a fade. They call give you a fade. It mean you finna fight. We used to fight, but you know, the next day on thing we'll say, you know, hey man, the guy say, hey, it was a tie. You know, he lost. If ain't nobody gonna say it's a tie. You know what I'm saying? You either won the fight, you didn't. So, but now you get in the fight, you know, because these young people are just so sensitive. They want to come back with a gun and kill the individual. Even if it's something they say on Facebook, you know, you get so sensitive and ready to fight, man. I'm like, man, come on, man. It's not even worth that, man. It's not worth it. You know, you not ready to fight, but ready to shoot somebody. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm ready to
wish
shoot.
they would just
back
fight.
in the day, it was fighting.
Yeah, but it makes it's ridiculous, man. And I get what they're doing, you know, and all the stuff, but you know, that's good for them, man. Good for them standing up, you know.
I like how she did give a history with it.
Yeah, I love that.
And everything.
Man. That was awesome.
You know, you want to get the history. And I know, I do remember hearing about how Republicans came about to help to end racism and things like that. But again, our grandparents' generation was, of course, told, or more so directed, to go in the direction of being a Democrat. So again, there it is. Washed away the truth behind what a Republican really stood for. Not saying that, Republicans are the second coming of God or anything, but it's just to show you that the history was laid out like this. Democrats were about that. Republicans about this.
Yeah.
So now that you got the real history,
it's simple, man.
now that you have the real history behind it, now you can go along. But still, you still, again, want to make sure that the person that you're voting for still lines up with what it is that, you believe in. Because sometimes the Republicans be, some of them.
Yeah.
I mean, some of them have thoughts like Democrats, but they masquerade as a Republican. So you still have to be mindful of that and learn for yourself. But I'm glad she did give that information at the beginning.
Yeah.
And it's not even about her just defending Trump. It's just that, hey, when he said something, he went ahead and did it. And it's sad that she did have to include the part about if Joe Biden was, what she said was if he was selected president, more blacks would be killed.
Yeah.
And it's sad to say that. And I understand that
So why
people
do you think
get
she
killed.
said that, though?
I think people get killed under either Republican or Democrat.
But why do you think she said that?
But I think it's more of a history. Maybe she did more research and say, okay, when a Democrat was president this time, let's see how many murders we had.
You think that because you got, when the Democrat is in the seat, you got bigger struggle when it comes to a Republican, you know what I'm saying, in the seat, in the chair. So is it that, you know what I'm saying, the struggle is a whole lot.
They're more lax on crime.
I mean, you look at it now, you see the gas price is $6, and you see all this stuff that's going on now, they're so focused on, gay marriages, they focus on things that really at the end of the day, it's just
making our children think that these cartoons with these little twisted little things are, and this was in 2020. So
I remember seeing this before, man. I guess they were saying a lady crazy or something, man. But
why she gotta be crazy if she's telling the truth?
Man,
Why does she have to be crazy? Because
anything
why
would
somebody label her as that? Because
anything that's saying these in this day, in this time, is insane. That makes sense. If it's saying it's insane, because okay, if I say
because she stood up for Trump and I get what you're saying,
because if I say that why is two men kissing each other is disgusting to me. Okay, now I just committed pretty much something that a hate crime. That's how you look
like
at
the
it.
other anchor did another thing when she had wrote that.
But if I said that in 1970 or 75 or around the 80s, nobody would say that.
Nobody would, no.
So it was more sanity back then.
Nobody would say that, and they would, of course, laugh it off or whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, it would be saw as like you just tripping. You're just tripping a little bit, and that's what. And that's
tripping a little bit what?
No, they be like, "Oh man, you just tripping, man. It's crazy."
But me saying that two men kissing each other.
Yeah, they just think that.
No. They'll be in agreement with me saying, "Boy, you right. I don't want to see nothing like that." They're gonna be in agreement with me.
But yeah, like in a joking way still.
No. Listen, I don't know what. When I interview my partners, that wasn't funny to us.
Oh.
It wasn't funny that two men is kissing. We were just trying to figure out what the world what.
Why they ain't got no girls?
No, we just trying to figure out what are you thinking, man?
Yeah, okay.
I didn't want to sit around and watch it. I was just gonna go. So it was not.
So the difference between now and then, for I guess, because y'all.
Because you see it so much on TV now, it desensitizes you. Where you're just looking at it, every show that I watch is somebody, another man kissing another man, another woman kissing another woman. So it desensitizes you, and you sit there, you like it becomes normal. And then you see the person breaking up on the show. Oh, why he breaking up with Frank? You know what I'm saying? You're like, wait a minute. You're breaking up with a dude. I'm saying him. So the thing is that you see it so much.
I mean,
if you see it so much, if you see it on the cartoons, if you see it on the
should
regular
not
shows,
be in a cartoon.
No, but think about it. If you see it so much and it's always out there,
well, I don't want to see
yes,
it.
you would get desensitized. Just like when these kids was playing these games where I forgot the name of it, where they were shooting a lot of people in the game, and they started actually killing people, and they were saying it was the game that was causing this issue. And I was like, what the world? How does a game cause an issue? So what happens is, think about it. What happens is you see so much shooting, it desensitizes you. That makes sense.
Yeah, I get that, but I just don't want to sit there and see it.
Well, you ain't gotta sit there and see it.
I just turn the channel and watch the Gracie's Corner.
Boy, if you get on Gracie's Corner, but you gonna
Oh man, I just can't watch nothing. They better not. I can't.
But other than that, YouTube family, we appreciate you. Love you guys, man. Thank you for subscribing. Listen to
like,
two
subscribe.
Crazy people.
Yes.
Yes.
Hopefully it makes sense. I mean, I know we kind of go all over, but again, it's just about like, it's just so much you try to put in, but y'all get the point. But add y'all comments too. Like, subscribe. Come back and join us later. Peace.
Peace.